In addition to naming polynomials by the number of terms, we can name polynomials by their degree. Now, when finding the degree of a polynomial, we need to first find the degree of each term separately within the polynomial. So when we're finding the degree of a term, we just add the exponents of the term's variables. Exponents of the term's variables. So this monomial, this which we could think of as a single term, has only one variable and it has an exponent of 2. Therefore, the degree of this term or polynomial is 2. For this polynomial, we have, let's just call all of them monomials. We have an exponent of 1 on the x, 3 on the y, so this monomial has a degree of 4, 1 plus 3. Q, also degree 1 for this monomial because even though 4 is raised to the first power, 4 is not a variable, and we're adding the variables, the exponents of only the variables. So for Q, Q is to the first. The fact that 4 can be considered to the first power is not relevant. In contrast, X is to the 0 degree because this would be thought of as having an exponent of 0 on the variable. X to the 0 is 1, so 8 times 1 would just be 8. You can just memorize also that if there are 0 variables, the degree is 0. So finding the degree of each of the terms in this polynomial, let's first write down each of the terms. We just find the degree of each term, adding together the exponents. So 3 here, 1 plus 1, xy has a degree of 2, 3y just has a degree of 1. This is important because when we're naming a polynomial, any polynomial, not just a monomial, by degree, we use the term with the highest degree. So for this particular example, x to the third plus xy plus 3y, the degree would be the degree of the highest degreed term, which is x to the third power. Therefore, the degree of this polynomial would be 3. The word for that is then cubic. So we have the case where there are no variables, the degree is 0. That is called a constant polynomial, in this case, constant monomial. If the highest degree of the individual terms is 1, as it is here, we have 1, and then this has a degree 0, so the degree is 1. That is called a linear polynomial. Here we have a degree 2, a degree 1, and a degree 0 term. Therefore, the highest degree is 2. This is called quadratic. Here, 4 terms, a third degree, 2, degree of 2, degree of 1, and degree of 0. Highest degree is 3. This is called a cubic polynomial. So again, 2 ways to name polynomials: number of terms, where we're counting how many terms there are, and then by degree, where we're finding the highest degree of the individual terms. For this one, we have a degree of 1 and a degree of 0. Therefore, this polynomial is linear since it has a degree of 1. Here we have a degree of 2 plus 1, which is 3, a degree of 2, and a degree of 0. Highest degree term in this polynomial is 3, therefore this is cubic. Finally, this monomial only has one term. The degree of that term is 2, so this is a quadratic monomial. So all of our examples, we have the same examples here. We could call them by both names. So 2x minus 1 is a linear binomial. X squared y minus xy plus 10 is a cubic trinomial. And then 4x squared is a quadratic monomial, where we put this naming term first, although it doesn't really matter, just because this is an adjective and then these are nouns. Last piece of information here is standard form. When we're asked to write a polynomial in standard form, that means we write the terms in order from largest degree to smallest. So x squared plus 8x plus 3 is in standard form. 8x plus x squared is not in standard form because we want the degree 2, then the degree 1, then the degree 0 in that order, not 1, 2, 0. So highest degree to smallest degree.